Welcome to the Yealink T73W phone video tutorial presented by Preferred Data Voice Networks. Please see the Preferred Data Voice Networks phone user guide for the T73W for more information. The Yealink T73W model phone has a display with 8 buttons. It can have up to 5 pages of 8 buttons or up to 40 buttons. These are typically programmed with extension buttons, part keys, and then other extension buttons or speed dials. Soft keys are located along the bottom of the display and will change depending on the current status of the phone. When the phone is idle, soft keys will show history, directory, do not disturb, and menu. Your phone's soft keys may differ slightly depending on your company's setup and may have page zone keys or other features. The built-in buttons on the phone are across the top, a message button to call voicemail, a headset button, which is not commonly used, a microphone button, which is a mute button, and then a page shift button. If you press the page shift button, you can view the other buttons that are programmed on your programmable keys. And you can press the page shift button while on an active call. It won't affect anything. And then the built-in buttons on the phone are the navigation buttons with an OK in the center, an X, which is a back or return button, volume controls, which are going to control what you're using at the time. So if you're on a speaker, they're going to control the speakerphone volume. If you're using the handset, they will control the handset volume. And if your phone is idle, they will control your ring volume. All of the volume settings will stay at what you set them at for the next call. So if you have someone talking low and you turn it up louder, your next call may have higher volume you need to drop down. And then along the side here, you've got a hold button, which is also going to show up along the soft keys when you're on an active call. A transfer button, same thing, it will be here as well. An enhanced redial button and a speaker button. The menu button gives options for settings. One of the most common requested features is to change the ringtone. To do so, you're going to tap the menu button, and then you're going to use your navigation keys to navigate to basic, and then press the center OK button, navigate to sound and OK, select ringtones and common, and then you can go down and listen to the different ringtones and save the one that you'd like to keep. You can press the back button to return, or you can just pick up and hang up to go back to the main menu screen. To make a call, simply start dialing your number. If you dial 7-digit local, you can dial 7-digit. If you dial 10-digit, you can dial all 10 digits. It depends on your area. And you can select the delete button to backspace, so you can re-enter whatever number you want to call, and then tap call. To call out using the enhanced redial button, if you tap it, you can see all of the recent calls, and then you can select OK to dial one of those. Or if you tap it twice, it's going to call the most recently dialed call. When on a call, you can talk on speakerphone, and you'll know you're on speaker if your speaker button is lit. Pick up the handset to go to handset. And then to go back to speaker from handset, you just press the speaker button and place the handset in cradle. You can mute yourself to the callers by pressing the mute button, and you'll know that you're muted because it's lit in red. And then to unmute yourself, you press the mute button again. When your phone is ringing, you'll see across the bottom the soft keys change to answer, forward, silence, and reject. You can tap the answer button, pick up the handset, or press the speaker button to answer that call. If you press forward, then you can enter another extension number to immediately send the call to. If you press silence, then your caller will hear ringing, but you will not hear ringing. Or if you press reject, your call will immediately be sent to the failover destination for your phone, typically voicemail. If your extension is in a ring group and you press reject on a call to that group, your phone will stop ringing, but the other extensions in the group will continue to ring. When you're on a call, You can press the hold soft key or built-in button to place that call on hold, and they will hear the on hold music or whatever is set up for your extension or your system. Then you can tap resume or tap the hold button again to return to that caller. To place a second call while you are on an active call, place your caller on hold, and then you're going to tap your second unused extension button to make a call out. Now, it might be that you're on another view screen of your phone, so you need to tap the page shift button until you come back to your extension buttons, and then you're going to tap that extension button, make the second call, have the phone conversation, and then you can return to your first call by tapping this first blinking button or the resume to return to your first call. When you are on an active call and receiving a second call, you will hear a beep in your earpiece or on your speaker, and then you will see the second call's caller ID. If you tap answer, you will automatically place your first caller on hold and go straight to that second call. Then here you can tap swap to return to the first call, and then swap again to return to that second call. If you would like to make a conference call where you add another call to your call and join them together, then when you're on an active call, you're going to tap the conference button, dial the second number of the person that you want to add to the call, and it can be an internal extension number or an outside number, and tap call. Wait for the person to answer, and then once they answer, you're going to add them to the conference. So I'm going to tap conference, and then here I've got my 3 calls together, and I can tap manage to return to one of the callers here, and I can far mute, which means I mute that caller. I can remove them from the call completely, or I can far hold, meaning that I can just place them on hold. So here I'm going to go down to the second call, and I'm going to remove it and return just to my first caller here. So now I'm back with just the one call, and I've ended the conference call. If I end a call that's a conference call, I will automatically hang up on both callers. If you need to have a conference call with more than 3 participants, use the conference bridge phone number and PIN provided by your administrator. To call another extension, you can press the button for that extension and it will call automatically, or you can dial the extension number and call and it will ring. The other user must pick up the handset, press the speaker button, or touch the answer button to answer your call. If your call is not answered and that person has voicemail, you will go to their voicemail box and can leave a message. To call another extension's speaker, you're going to press *0, and you can either press the button or dial the extension number and then press call. You will go straight to that person's speaker, and the recipient can talk to you without picking up the handset. And either you or they can end the call by pressing end call speaker or picking up the handset. If you dial *0 and the person's extension number or button and it rings, it means that they are on a call and unavailable. They will see your call coming through and they can choose to answer or let it go to their voicemail. Park is an enhanced hold, which will allow you to place a call on hold that can be retrieved from any phone on the system. So to place a call on hold, when you're on an active call, you'll see on your main display, and you may have to press the shift button to go back to the main screen, but you'll see Park 1, 2, 3, etc. And the number may differ depending on what is set up on your phone system. So once you see an available orbit with a green light, you can tap that orbit button, and that will place the call in park status. The caller is placed on hold and hears hold music. Then you can instruct anyone who needs to access the call to press that park button. So you can say, please go and press park, so-and-so is holding for you, press park 1 to access. The call park can be retrieved from any phone on the system, including cordless phones. and they just press the park button. To transfer a call, you have a couple of options. The first one is to send the call without announcing. So you're going to press the soft key under where it says transfer, dial the extension number, and then you can just do the soft key under where it says B transfer, and the call has been sent, and you're done. If you would like to transfer a call and announce that call, you're going to tap the transfer button, dial the extension number, tap call, wait for the person to answer, and then you can decide if you want to end the call and return to your caller, or if you press transfer, the call will be transferred to that extension. You can also transfer a call using the buttons on your phone. So you can use your page shift button to navigate to one of those buttons, and then you can select that person's button. If it's red, it means it's on the call, but you can still transfer it to them, and they'll have an option to answer the call or let it go to voicemail. Typically, systems are set up as blind transfer, meaning that it is automatically sent without an announce. If you would like to call forward your phone to another extension or an outside number, you're going to tap Menu and then navigate to Features and select or OK. Then the first option is call forward, so you say OK again. You can select always busy or no answer for how you want to forward, so I'm going to select always. Toggle to the right to turn it on, and then go down one and you can enter the extension number that you want to forward to, or the phone number. If it is a phone number, you need to enter all 10 digits. So whether it's local or long distance, just go ahead and enter all 10 digits. And then you can tap save here. And again, I'm just going to pick up and hang up. And then my phone has a little indicator on the top right indicating the call is forwarded. So to unforward, I'm going to kind of follow the same steps. Menu, Features, call forward, and I'm just going to toggle to the right to say off, and then save. Pick up and hang up, and then my phone is no longer call forwarded. As a little note, if you select the history button, you can view your call history. And then if you move over to the right, you can see any calls that were forwarded will show up here. So if you do have your phone forwarded, you'll be able to view the calls that came to your phone and then were forwarded to that other number. If you would like to put your phone in Do Not Disturb mode, you're going to tap the button under D&D for Do Not Disturb, and then you'll see a small red indicator on the top right that tells you that your phone is in Do Not Disturb mode. To take it out of Do Not Disturb mode, again, just tap that. If anybody calls your phone and your phone is in a ring group, your phone will not ring, but the other phones in the ring group will ring if you're in Do Not Disturb status. And if any calls are transferred or anybody calls your extension directly, they will go straight to your failover destination, typically your voicemail if you are in Do Not Disturb status. To set up voicemail for the first time, touch the message button.
Welcome to your mailbox. Together we will personalize the settings. Let's start by setting your password. Please enter your new password, then press pound. To confirm, please enter your new password again, then press pound. Thank you. Your new password has been saved. Now let's record the greeting that callers will hear when they reach your mailbox. At the tone, please say your greeting, then press any key or stop talking to end the recording.
Hi, this is Melissa with Preferred Data Voice Networks. I'm unavailable. Please leave a message and I will return your call as soon as possible.
To save this recording, press 1. Saved. Congratulations, your mailbox has been configured. If you would like to change any of these settings later, choose option 5 from the mailbox main menu. Mailbox is empty. To hear new messages, press 1. To hear your saved messages, press 2. To change your settings, press 5. To record your mailbox greeting, press 1. To record your name, press 2. To change at the tone, please say your name, then press any key or stop talking to end the recording.
Melissa.
To To save this recording, press 1. Saved to record your mail.
Now your mailbox is set up and ready for use. You don't have to record your name, but it is good practice. You can also go and follow the same steps and set up an away greeting if you go out of town or away from office. And that can just be set up as a temporary greeting that you can erase when you get back to the office. It will go back to your regular greeting. Once your mailbox has been set up, you will be notified of new messages, either on your phone or email or both. Please let your system administrator or company contact person know if you would like to change your voicemail notifications on your phone. If you do have notifications on your phone, you will see that you have a new voicemail and the number of new voicemails on your screen. You can touch the connect to call your voicemail and
Please
check
enter your
messages.
password, then press pound. You have 1 new message. To hear new messages, press 1. Message 1.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Received Wednesday, April 1st, 2026 at 3:01 p.m. To save, press 1. To replay, press 2. To forward, press 3. To delete, press 7. Deleted. Mailbox is empty. To hear.
And your phone will also get notifications if you've had any missed calls. So if you do, then you can tap exit to just go away from it, but you'll still see the notification, or you can tap view to see the missed call. If you have voicemails sent to email, they will come from voicemail@pdvn.net. You will need to open the attachment to listen. It will be a WAV file. You may need to add or set up an audio player on your PC or mobile phone to listen. You can touch the phone number within the email to call the person back if you are on your mobile phone. This concludes the Yealink T73W video tutorial. Thanks for attending and hope you have a great day.